We good? We live? All right. Well, howdy, guys. Welcome to the $1 million studio. It's not $1 million studio, but Jason did build this studio with his own two hands. Well, he painted the wall. He did paint the wall. He painted this mural himself. He just repainted it from the Space Truckin' one.
I feel like as a man, that roughly translates to he built this whole studio with his two hands.
That's what I feel like. I mean, that's what I'm going with anyway.
Howdy. All right. Is this thing on?
Your microphone?
No,
I don't know.
that's just something I say every time we start the stream.
Okay. Yeah, this one's tough because we don't have access to exactly like all of our controls where we are right now with this. So if something is messed up, we'll have to get up.
You're going to have to tell me.
Yeah, because all the stuff with our controls is over there. This is usually where, if you guys watch the Sessions podcast, which please do, this is where we film that. But would you like to see this too? You want me to put this down here? So you can...
why don't you just put it on the, so you don't have to, have it on your knee anyways.
Well, it's hard for me to see.
Well, you're just not going to be able to. Or just put out a pop-out chat.
Yeah.
Such is life.
Don't such is life, man. That's my freaking...
Dude. It's my move. I fucking took it. You know, that's the duality of being a man is you're so strong in so many ways, but your eyesight, and not just you, Josh, I mean, men as a whole don't have good eyesight. It's, pretty well known. More men are colorblind than women are.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I do not see.
Yeah, well, you dropped out of the 10th grade. You didn't do, probably gene studies or whatever.
Well, here's the thing about my eyesight. I'm always looking up, okay? You're like, how could you not find that? I'm looking up. I look forward. I don't like to look towards the past. I like to look towards the future, towards vision.
I don't want my headphones. I'm over it.
Yeah. I have vision, forward thinking, forward looking. That's why you say, why didn't you see that? It was right on the ground. Well, I don't look at the ground. Okay?
I only ever look at the ground when I walk.
You're saying the volume is low.
Okay.
But I don't know if that's just for him.
Yeah, well, then turn up your volume. That's always my first go-to before I stand up. Turn up your volume.
Yeah. Well, I mean, also you're pretty far away from the microphone.
Okay, that's fair.
So.
How about now, brown cow?
I think that's better.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you're just too far away from the microphone. Anyway, we're doing good, man. We got the camp out coming up. We're pushing towards Kira Adderley's House for Women, or house. I don't think it has an official name yet.
No.
But that's I guess that's as good a name as any.
Yeah.
that's what we've been calling it because this is kind of what spurred the idea. Obviously, I got spurred because it was a opportunity that came up very suddenly, as things like this do. You know, like to say it was all planned out for years. It's something that we wanted to do. Forgotten Angels wanted to do. Cindy and David certainly wanted to do, but was just unable.
Isn't there a
to
saying
up until
for
this
this?
point.
You never know when gold's gonna strike.
That's for cobras. You
Oh.
never know when a cobra is gonna strike.
Really? I
No,
feel like you would know when a cobra was gonna strike. Josh and I were actually watching cobra videos earlier, and I feel like they probably give you a pretty fair warning before,
Yeah, but sometimes they just look scary and do nothing. So it's called posturing.
I do that.
Talking shit, you know.
I do that a lot.
Yeah.
I posture.
So I want to start out with this. So we got people. There's a link in the description. There's people sharing the link in the chat. I think if Loose Juice, if you can pin a comment. I don't know if you can pin a comment.
We got 3 mods on the chat right now.
They're sharing the link for the raffle. Somebody, you're gonna get to pick from any of the bikes. I know I just said the Sportster, but we're just like, you can pick any of them. If you win, you just pick whatever one you want. So there's a Sportster 48. That's really nice. There's literally turnkey, nothing wrong with it at all. It's perfect.
No, it's very nice. What year is it?
I don't even know.
Does it matter with motorcycles?
With the Sportster 48, they never changed them. Same every year, so it really doesn't matter. People would want to know just because they're like, oh, is it older?
It didn't seem like it.
But they only made the 48 for so many years, so it's I think it's a newer one because they used to only do them in black. and that one has an orange tank. So I think it's
I
a
like
slightly newer one.
I like the orange tank. I'm usually not a fan of like yellow, orange, brown, all those kinds of
motorcycles. The guy who
motorcycles.
donated, Alec Hoffman's
But
in the chat. It's 2012.
Oh, hell yeah. Well, thank you,
It doesn't
Alec.
seem... That's crazy
I'm gonna
because
tell you, like,
it doesn't seem 12 years old. It looks like
No,
it's
it
brand
doesn't.
freaking new.
It does seem brand new.
Yeah.
I really like orange and brown motorcycles right now.
Well, that one's orange.
I know.
I know, orange and brown. It's the zeitgeist. The group think got you. Orange and brown, maximum brown. It's very hot right now. Very brown. The world is brown.
Yeah, you like hot brown?
You like hot brown? Yeah, dude. Get that brown hotness. Sterling wheel, solid gold, my friend. We appreciate you so much. Sterling wheel is always doing the most, man. I hope to see you at the camp. Did you say you're coming to the camp out this year? I forget. I think he said he was. Yeah, I think he's taking his truck there. Are you mini beers? Oh, Alec Hoffman says, yeah, my dad hated the orange. So yeah, you've got oh yeah, I forgot you can do like that, doesn't it? And it gives like a thumbs up on the screen. That's so weird.
That is really weird. Like, what a strange thing to...
YouTube does it too. So if you say, give this video a like, when you say that, YouTube recognizes it and it flashes where you hit the like button. Like a little thing, a little circle goes around it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool. I like that.
I almost never tell people to like the video though, so I don't get it very often.
You suck at that.
I suck at it. So, but if you do say that, yeah, it flashes. So you can choose a Sportster 48 that was donated by Alec Kaufman. He's in the chat right now. Or you can choose David's Goldwing, which I think is a 2005. It's a GL 1800. Many would say the best iteration of Goldwing ever.
I feel like 2005 was also like one of the best years for hip hop music.
What came out in 2005?
I don't know. I'm just saying that like
as
a real general sense.
Wasn't that when like 50 Cent was like popping off?
Yeah. That would be like, I found you, Miss New Booty.
Yeah.
Get it together, bring it back to me.
In the club.
Yeah.
With some dubs.
Yeah.
Drinking the bub. I remember. I think that people look back at 50 Cent with like a fondness now. They're like, I love 50. I remember when his album came out. It was terrible.
Could not name one 50 Cent song.
The songs were bad, dude. It was just like, he was like you couldn't understand what he was saying.
The original mumble rapper.
Yeah.
No, that's Wheezy.
And I'm like, I used to like follow him on social media. I think as a person, he's really funny. Like I like following him on social media. Like I think his personality is really awesome. Like he's a great character. But I think that people are remembering his music with rose-colored glasses. Like, it was not good, dude. But, you know, that's just my opinion.
I don't know. Humans love to reminisce.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, Joey Stromboli is going to be there. So, 2005, great year for Goldwings, too. They ran that GL 1800 from 2001. It might have been a late 2000 model, I forget. Probably in 2000 as a 2001 model. And they ran that unchanged, except for like some minor upgrades here and there, until like 2015 or 16. I could be wrong though.
It's a 1200?
Or maybe 2018 I think they ran it too. It's a 15 or 1800.
How do you just know that off the top of your head?
Oh. How do you not? I think it's weird when people don't know that. I do.
Chat.
I think it was 2018. Someone will fact check me in the. I could be wrong, but I think it was from 2001 to 2018.
But how is that just something that and I guess, I just have so much useless knowledge up here for other things, I guess.
I can't not know it. I don't know. Like knowing it, it's not like I don't ever remember learning that. I just know it. I know that, but that's like all my vehicle facts are just like that. I just know it, and I don't know why. Because I remember knowing this stuff before the internet too. Like now, I'm like, it's great. You saw me in the car, I was freaking out.
You could say that's like feral tendencies.
My Google search is all just like any question that comes into my head.
I know mine too, but please don't look at mine. Please.
Today in the car ride, Shay wouldn't look it up, but I was like, what U.S. state has the most similar ecological weather to Japan? Because I was like, they got all sorts of Japanese shit over here in Oregon.
Tell them what I looked up instead.
And then she just typed in Japan, but not into Google, into Apple Maps. And she was like, yeah, it doesn't look that far away. It's probably the same. No.
It's called girl
Didn't
math.
answer my question.
It's girl math.
So.
Wow, I'm so funny.
Oh, yeah. So Shelby's right. So your fee will be waived if you have $100 worth of tickets. But it is $100 for the camp out. But okay, sorry, I'm getting off track. Let me finish the bike. So that was the Goldwing, best year Goldwing. Did anybody correct me? Was it 2018? Chat? 2018 for Goldwings? I'm just trying to figure this. I can't let it go now. I need someone. I need to know. I think it was 2001 because 2000 was the 25th anniversary. They had a badge on them. It's a big year for Harley too. That's when they switched. 99 to 2000 was when they switched from the Evo to the twin cam. Huge Harley Davidson change. There's a lot of people were like, Harley Davidson's dead now. It'll never be the same. But they've been saying that since like 1965 or something.
Oh my God, it's like a 5-year cycle.
Yeah. They do anytime there's a change in anything. People are like, it's dead now. And then people start getting the new one. They're like, actually, it's pretty nice.
Like, now Harley's gay now.
Now it's gay. Now they're gay. Yeah. And everyone's like, it's dead because they're gay. I'm like, all right. Whatever you say, Chief. I just don't care at all. 01 to 17. Yeah. So I was right because 2018 was when it changed.
What the fuck?
01 to 17. So it's a long run. I don't know if it's its longest unchanged run, but it might be. The GL 1500, which is mine, the Bangkok Bagger, was from 1988 to 2000. So that's only 12 years. And then the previous one, the GL 1200, which really was unchanged. The frame was unchanged, but they upgraded the motor. A lot of stuff changed around it, but the motor was unchanged. So it depends on what you say. Like, okay, this is a different model year. They started off as a 1000cc bike in 1975, and
I feel like
then
I should be taking notes.
So it was so theoretically same chassis and motor from 1974, 75 to 1987. So that is 15 years, 15 or 16 years. So. And even that has minor changes because it went from 1,000 to 1,100 to a 1,200. And then it went from, they used to sell them with no fairing at all. And then, like, because they were sold, the Goldwings were sold as like a muscle cruiser.
So they were like,
it was a sport
enhance.
Bike. Yeah. Well, it was supposed to be.
Enhance.
When it came out, it was one of the most powerful motorcycles you could buy. It was one of the fastest motorcycles in America.
Dude,
it was a muscle bike.
I swear. Wait, a Goldwing?
Yeah, when they first came out.
I swear to God, I commented on somebody's post on Instagram because they were driving by a Goldwing, like parked, and they were just talking shit about how ugly it was, and I was like, have some respect. That bike is fast as fuck.
They are. I think that they're. You can't say they're not fast.
And then everyone in the comments just started fighting each other about whether or not Goldwings are fast.
You can't say they're not fast.
They are.
There are
fast.
things you can say are specifically slow.
And it was an 1800 too.
Yeah, like you can be like everything's slow compared to something else, except for like light. Light's pretty fast.
I feel like you could also apply that to humans.
Sure, but there are things. There's a line where you're like, this is fast, even though there are things that are faster, or this is slow, even though there are things that are slower. So, like, my F-350 is fast compared to the struggle bus.
Yeah.
But you would never call the F-350 fast. You would be like, that is a slow vehicle.
Yeah.
So, the Goldwing isn't fast compared to an R1, but you wouldn't call the Goldwing slow. It's not a slow motorcycle. No iteration of the Goldwing is slow. They're all fast. They were always fast bikes. And when they first came out, it was it wasn't the fastest bike you could buy, but it was in the top few fastest bikes ever made when they came out. They were stout, fast motorcycles sold as like a cruiser style motorcycle for America. It was just basically like they had the CB 750, which at the time was like the world's first super bike, and they're like, how do we do better? So that they came up with that. So when the Goldwing came out, CB 750.
That's the bike that's kind of like the Raffle bike, right?
No, my chopper's a CB 750. Anyway.
Am I thinking the CBX?
Yeah, that's a different bike. That bike didn't come out until 1978, I think.
Okay, so what's the difference between a CB and a CBX?
A CB 750 was a 750cc. Yeah.
B.
Yeah.
Like bears.
B as in bears. So, longest running iteration of Goldwing, which means a lot, because it means they made more of them than any other Goldwing. It means that there are more parts available. Their aftermarket support is still there. It's a great bike, man. You can buy every single thing for it. It's freaking amazing, man. Sterling, man, we appreciate you. Yeah, it's tow a boat fast, dude. Goldwing will tow a boat. My man ain't wrong.
Oh my God, yeah. And if you
it has a trailer hitch.
Yeah, you can see Josh featured on Idiots and Cars or Idiots Towing Things.
Yeah.
And it's him towing the Goldwing. So I think
maybe if somebody doesn't pick the Goldwing, which they might, I don't know, someone with the Sportster 48, maybe put a poll what somebody would pick.
You have to make the poll.
Yeah. Yeah, let me look. I'm curious. Anyway, so enough about Goldwings. The final bike, of course, is the XR150, which, if you didn't see my video, I rode across the country.
An XR150?
Yeah. Every single one of these motorcycles has been ridden across the country.
XR150?
Yeah, that's my little Honda.
So when you rode across the country?
Yes. To Niagara Falls. You met me there.
Oh,
you were there.
Oh, yeah. I was there for that one. Sorry. You said XR150, and my brain's like, that's Adderall.
Yeah. Oh, Joey, my man, dude. We appreciate you, bud. And I actually love the Yamaha Star Looter. It's my favorite fairing on a motorcycle. I think it looks so fucking badass.
Okay, and what's that one? Star Looter?
The Looter, yeah.
Looter?
Yamaha Star Looter. It's like, it's got a big...
That sounds like a spaceship.
They look like spaceships. They're such a cool fairing. They're very cool.
That sounds like a name for a ship in Star Wars.
I think it's like the best looking fixed fairing that's ever been put on a motorcycle. I think they're fucking awesome.
I really like FXR fairings.
I do too.
And I also really like the Lowrider ST fairings. But besides that, I don't like fairings.
Let's see here.
I like not being felt like I'm going to be blown away, but...
Loose Juice goes extended release Honda 150.
Yeah, I'm saying. I was like, you said XR 150 and my brain just like short circuited and I'm like, it's time to take an Adderall. I wasn't joking.
All right, we're going to do a poll and see which one people would pick. I'm not putting the XR because I can't. Oh, wait, I can do 3.
You have to have a prescription to choose the FXR or the XR.
Yeah, right. All right, cool. We'll see which one someone would pick. Because I don't think anyone would. I think the XR150 is really cool. Like if somebody already has a touring motorcycle and they just don't really have interest in having a Sportster, you know, they would be like, hell yeah, the Honda XR150.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, well, it's like the cheapest motor, even though it's the newest one.
Yeah.
It's still like the cheapest motorcycle out of all of them. Like it's so worth less money than every single of the other motorcycles. So like in my head, I'm going like, well, why would somebody pick the XR? Because it's like the cheapest one, but it's a really cool bike.
Some people just prefer XRs over the instant release.
Yeah. So far, the Wing is winning, which I always assume. I'm like, oh, the Wing's probably going to win. So if somebody doesn't pick the Wing, maybe I'll try to find like a John boat to like put on a trailer behind it. Before we give it away.
You're so down.
I don't know if I'll be able to because I have to find one that I can like afford to buy.
Yeah, and no one's going to want to drive that home.
That'll be the next poll. You want to bet? I bet there's some people who would.
Okay, what someone wants to do and what someone is willing to do are different things.
Okay, fair. Okay, so those are the three choices. There is a fourth choice. We just don't have it in front of us yet. We have to go pick it up.
Is that a mysterious fourth thing?
A mysterious fourth thing. It's not mysterious. I'm going to say what it is because you can pick that if you want to. The last one is a Yamaha Super Tenere. But like I have no pictures to show you, and I haven't ridden it myself yet. I've talked to the guy who's donating it. Really cool dude. And he's like, it runs great. It's ready to go. It's perfect. I don't think he's lying. But I haven't personally verified it yet, so that one's like are you feeling frisky?
A mysterious fourth thing.
You want to open up what's behind door number 4, the mystery box, whatever it is. That's your mysterious fourth choice. But I have not personally verified that motorcycle yet. So, Scott plays well. Nobody's getting a boat today because I don't have a boat to give away. So
this was a hypothetical.
Has a hypothetical fifth thing. Okay, it doesn't exist yet. So those are the three options. And just real quick, so if you buy $100 worth of tickets, you can come. That's your ticket into the camp out. Or if you've bought $100 worth of tickets in the last raffle, that's your ticket to the camp out. So far the Honda Goldwing's winning. Which I thought it would. So Cindy has asked me to tell you guys, and she will ask you to please fill out the form on the Forgotten Angels website.
Really, what it is like, I just don't want to personally be liable for any of y'all's bullshit because I don't feel like I should be personally liable for any of my own bullshit.
Right. So definitely not anybody else's.
So I don't want to be liable for yours. So sign the paperwork or else.
Yeah. So find it. October's coming up. This counts as your ticket to get in. And what we're asking you to, so if you're coming, if you're not sure, say, maybe don't fill it out yet. But if you're like, I'm coming, I'm as sure as you can be. Let's say if you're 70% sure or more, fill it out, please.
Well, it doesn't cost any money to fill it out.
Yeah, it's free to fill it out.
It's free to fill it out, so just fill it out.
So fill it out. Let us know you're coming because we need to know like what kind of vehicle you're bringing. If you're bringing like a camper or a van or something like that.
It also helps us get a really proper head count.
So if we start, because you have to fill out with your phone number, your email address. If we start getting too many campers, which we will have to cut it. We'll have to cut it off. So we need to know like how many campers are coming. Because right now we are allowing them. We have a space for them. But we got to know how many are coming. So if you please just fill that out. It's on ForgottenAngelsFlorida.org. If you're coming, fill it out. You'll make Cindy's day. If you want to make Cindy happy, fill that out. If you're coming. I don't think you'll make her happy if you fill it out if you're not coming. It's not just like you fill this out, she's happy. That's not what it is if you're not coming. Only if you're coming. But then it will make her happy, I promise you. So, yeah. Please fill that out. But somebody's winning a bike today. And it looks like 48% of the people who have voted would pick the Honda Goldwing.
Solid half.
Out of 3 choices.
Fair.
So.
That's not what I thought.
Yeah. So that's
girl
a
math.
big 48% is a winner by a big margin. So which just doesn't surprise me. The Goldwing's pretty dope. I think that people will be pretty excited about the Super Tenere. I just can't really ask people to be excited right now because I don't even know what it looks like. Super Tenere is an adventure bike. So it looks like. Do
you know how I described it to Jared Weems?
What?
What's a motorcycle that sounds like the word terracotta? I do not.
Because you didn't know. He probably didn't know either.
He had no idea.
Yeah,
dude.
he doesn't know about new motorcycles.
He looked at me like I was literally just stupid. He was like, "Oh, honey."
Well, I would immediately think if I didn't know what a Tenere was, I would be like,
you're
thinking about." I would say Testastretta, which is a Ducati engine.
I didn't know what to tell him.
Or I think it's Testastretta.
I was just stopping by his house, and he asked me about like what the next raffle bike. I was like, I don't know, something that sounds like the word terracotta. That's all I remember.
He knows a lot about vintage motorcycles, and he knows nothing about new ones. When I say nothing, you're like, oh, Weems knows so much about motorcycles. Like, yes, a very vintage motorcycles. If it was,
he has a special interest for sure.
If it was built at like post 1980s, he doesn't know. By design, he has no interest in knowing. It's not that he's just as like, oh, I wish I knew. He's like, I don't even want to know. He has zero interest in that. Oh, I can't see it for McMinkles. We'll take a shot at option 4. The Super Tenere is Yamaha's used that name for a while. I don't know what it means. Tenere. It sounds like it means like going far or something. To me, it sounds like a long distance or something kind of word. Like because I keep thinking of like terra firma, you know.
Yeah, it makes me think of like terra, but that's like land.
Terra means land. Yeah.
It's land,
so like far
so
over
like...
land or something like that. That's what it sounds like to me. I don't know what language it is. Maybe it's French. Tenere sounds kind of French, doesn't it? Or Italian.
Latin to me.
Yeah. Anyway, they've made versions of the Tenere for a very long time. The Super Tenere is a 1200cc adventure bike. So it kind of looks like, it looks a lot like the Africa Twin.
Okay, yeah.
Like a lot. Pull it up on your phone. You tell me. You would think, you could probably mistake it. I think that if you didn't know about motorcycles, you could get it mixed up with an Africa Twin.
Oh, it's right here. I was like, where?
But now the Tenere 700 is what people really like too, because it's just really light, kind of like halfway between a dirt bike and an adventure bike. Oh, Tenere is Italian for hold. Okay, well that doesn't, now it's not as cool. I was like, super hold? There's a motorcycle video game called Super Hang On back in the day that I used to play on Nintendo. Do you see it? Does it look like an Africa Twin to you? Or did you not even look it up? Did you look up Japan?
Well, I thought I was supposed to be looking up what it meant.
What does it mean?
Well, you just said.
Well, you don't know that Troculp knows that? He could just be saying that.
I just only have one bar in here, so I don't have like... It was like loading forever, and then I was just like, I give up.
I'm hooked up to the Wi-Fi, but my phone's somewhere else. Yeah, I don't think Troculp was right. Chaos One says he's not. That just doesn't mean that in Italian.
That's so funny. Well, that's why you shouldn't listen to strangers online. I didn't listen to that knowledge.
Milemaker says the name Tenere comes from the Tuareg language meaning desert. In much the same way as the Arctic word for desert, Sahara, came to be applied to the region as a whole. Or the Arabic word for desert. I didn't know Tuareg was a language. I thought that was a Volkswagen. Yeah, sorry guys, I'm not sure.
There's too many squigglies on top of Tenere. I feel like there's a lot. There's 3. It's a lot of squigglies to be on top. I mean, like, just like the little...
Now I'm more interested. What does Tuareg mean?
What?
Tuareg. I didn't know it was a language. I thought it's a Volkswagen. It looks like you would pronounce it Tuareg, but it's pronounced Tuareg. Or Tuareg. I forget exactly how you say it.
Your toe rag?
Yeah, when Volkswagen came out with that and named it that, everyone was like, that's the dumbest fucking name I could ever think of. And then they had to tell everybody how to pronounce it. And they were like, it's pronounced toe rag. And I'm like, that sounds horrible.
It's Versace.
Yeah, it sounds toe rag. It sounds like you have like an ingrown toenail and like
yeah,
some fucking
dude.
weird, had to have a rag to clean up the mess that it made or something. I'm like, ew, gross, dude. But now I'm like, oh, it's a whole language, so I don't want to make too much fun of it.
Why?
Anyway.
Some languages sound dumb as shit, dude. I'm not saying anything about that language because I haven't heard it, so I can't say that it sounds dumb as shit, but...
The Tuareg people are a large Berber ethnic group, traditionally nomadic pastoralists who principally inhabit the Sahara in a vast stretching from far Tuareg.
Oh my god, I love
Berber ethnic group?
Do we have like our own little Jamie in the chat right now? Giving us all these little facts?
I just need a person I can bellow at, and then I expect an answer. I will take it as fact.
Yeah, for real.
I'll just live the rest of my life being like, that's the truth.
Yeah, if we had a Jamie here, like, they could be totally wrong and just dropping us some nonsense, and I would just repeat it to you. How many people are in the chat right now?
I don't know.
To a mysterious amount of people.
To an unknown number of people.
Yeah.
Dozens.
It's our modern day Great Gatsby.
I just want to be able to bellow questions and have somebody meekly answer me in a long form.
Is that
and I'll shush them before they're over. Like before they're done, I'm like, okay, I get it. Quiet. They're like, sorry, sir. I don't need your apologies. I need answers. Anyway, so we're giving away 3 bikes. It's Forgotten Angels.
Yeah.
Adderley House. So it's the official name is Adderley House for Girls. Which I'm like, that when you say Adderley House, now that I've said it, it sounds like something that already exists. I'm not saying it already exists, but it sounds like if you're going like, oh, the Adderley House. I'm like, oh, it's a good name. It's a good name.
Sounds
even if you, it
like
sounds
the way it sounds when you
sounds
say
right.
It sounds
the
right.
Adderley House.
Yes.
It just sounds right, which I think is good. Now, all of us, because all of you guys have heard about Kira Adderley's story. So for all of us, I never met Kira, so I've only ever known her through Dave and Cindy, and through the pictures and through the stories they've told. But you know, that's how I know her. But even if you didn't know her, it just sounds right. And to me, I'm like, okay, that's a sign. The fact that it sounds so right, I'm just like, this is the right thing to do. It's the right thing. This is the way. This is the path. This is the road less traveled. I don't know if it's the road less traveled, but I guess because there's not a lot of us. I think that everyone should feel pretty proud of themselves, man. There's not a lot of us overall, you know. It's YouTube, the internet, just the world. This is the law of very large numbers, you know. Just like a Goldwing isn't fast compared to an R1. You know, the amount of people who participate with us, trying to make the world a better place is a very small amount of people.
Yeah. What is the?
It's large compared to something.
What is the ocean but a bunch of drops of water?
Are they still drops when they're together, or is it a different thing?
I don't know. Let's find out at the camp out.
So it's a really small amount of people that are doing this. So, and this is not meant to shame anybody, because nobody is required to donate. There's a lot of people who don't donate because they can't afford to, which is good. Not that you can't afford to, but it's good that you don't do it if you can't afford to. That would break my freaking heart, dude. Please don't ever donate if you cannot afford to. Do not stretch yourself thin to help somebody else. That's rule number 1, man. Because if you have to break yourself to help somebody else, now there's 2 problems. So it's like you have to take care of yourself before you can take care of somebody else. That is a weird thing for a lot of people, and I've struggled with that myself as well, is that you cannot be in a position to help somebody unless you first help yourself. So then you're in a position to help people even better.
Isn't that like a rule in lifeguarding? You're like,
yeah, you have to be number 1.
Yeah, don't drown yourself to save someone else.
You cannot do that. Well, if you like overextend yourself when you're trying to save somebody who's drowning, now there's 2 drowning people.
Yeah,
now a third person has to come in to save 2 people. You know, it's like that's a war of attrition. You know, you're like one person's drowning, another person goes in and overextends himself. Now there's 2 people drowning. So now theoretically, if 2 people you can't send 1 person, you have to send 2 more. And 2 more, you know what I mean? So it's like the number, that's not how it works. You have to be in a good place to do it. So if you are overextended yourself, please don't buy a raffle ticket. I know that seems counterintuitive to say when we're trying to raise money to do a good thing, but we're trying to raise money to help people who have nothing. So if you have nothing, don't put yourself in a position where you have nothing, because you make our job harder, because now there's more people with nothing. So that's all I'm saying. And I know I try to say that in every single one, because I know that it is a donation, but it's still a raffle, and
Oh shit!
people get excited about
the
it.
Sportster's winning now.
Is it?
Yeah.
What?
By 52.
Dang.
It's at 52%.
Dang, dude.
People change their mind. Start selling the other one now.
It sounds counterintuitive when I'm just like, don't do it if you can't. But it's like, it's the idea. We try to be very. I try to say it every time I talk about it, because we do give away cool prizes. There's cool stuff to win, but we have to walk a line between, like, I don't want to sit here and go like, ooh, look at all this stuff you could win, because that makes me feel bad. The idea we're trying to help people. I'm not trying to run a fucking lottery here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to help people. So I have to say that every single time, and I hope that people listen to me when I say it. Only do it if you have extra money to sacrifice. And if you don't have a lot, then you still
You're
really
not like iDub selling $500 tickets to your boxing match to give it all to content creators.
Yeah, pass. Yeah, I don't know if you get how much of an internauts you guys are, but we are chronically online, so yeah, iDubbbz beefed that one up pretty good.
Yeah, so it's like how all the dates to all these like motorcycles and stuff. Why do I just know all the dates to like weird niche YouTube drama?
What I would say is if you don't have a lot and you really, really want to donate, there are ways you can do it. And this is ways I'll say sometimes, because every single ticket bought now still enters you all the way to the end. So we're only giving away one motorcycle today. And the person who wins today has a choice between all of them, which is pretty nice. But there's still 3 more chances after this. And just because you bought a ticket now doesn't mean you don't have those chances. So all of your chances count all the way to the end. So a way you can donate if you don't have a lot and you really, really want to enter is, instead of stretching yourself thin, which I think you should do this even if you do have a lot, because I think it makes it mean more, is sacrifice something else out of your life. That's something I try to do, is instead of going like, oh, let me take from the extra that I have, which I do that, because I feel like I am blessed with a lot, and so I try to give a lot of it away, because I know what I need, and it's not as much as I have more than I need, so I'm very, very fortunate. But what you can do is say, if you're going to buy a video game on Steam, if you're going to eat fast food, like if you'd like to donate $25 for Forgotten Angels and receive in return a raffle ticket for that, what you could do is, if you eat fast food a couple times a week, pack a lunch. If you pack a lunch twice a week, you could say, with the way fast food is now, you can save $25, and now you have $25 that you have now sacrificed out of your life and not eaten and not been able to be convenient and had a pre-plan, but that is a sacrifice that I feel like makes it more meaningful, and it makes if when I do it like that, it makes me feel better when I look. And that's what I usually will do. If I'm going to use money for somebody else and donate money to something or things, I'll usually make the decision when I'm about to buy something for myself. I do that all the time. And, I'm so bad about that.
Like, or this or that mentality?
Yeah, I'll be like on Amazon. I'll have shit in my cart, or like about to buy motorcycle parts, or I'll be on Facebook Marketplace and I'll just be like, oh, I got some extra money, dude. Because me and extra money do not stay together for long. we are mere acquaintances. We're never around each other long enough to really get to know each other. It's always gone very quickly.
Oh yeah, me and extra money were so toxic. Yeah. I swear to God.
Yeah, it's an on again, off again relationship. But when I make the decision to do something for somebody else with it, it's usually when I'm like about to pull the trigger on something frivolous. Like,
mine's when I'm horny.
I'll have some, yeah. I'll have something in my cart and I'll just be like, nah, dude, I could take that $200 and like do something else.
Send it to a really hot girl.
Yeah, I could send it to a hot girl. No,
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I could do something.
I'm just kidding.
So that's how I usually make the decision. Hot girls need help too.
I know.
Everyone needs a little bit of help every now and then.
Some people always need help. That doesn't mean they're not worth helping.
If I'm not responding to the chat, it's because I literally can
it's
barely
so
see
far
it.
away.
It's very far away. I can barely see it. I'm sorry, guys.
Young eyes see what's in front of them. That's I would say not technically in front of me. That's too far.
Young eyes see what's in front of them. Old eyes see what they want to see. Isn't that how the saying goes? It has a retort.
Oh, I have no idea. We never got that far because Roland interrupted Bert when he said it.
There's a retort to it.
He was saying, young eyes see far. And he goes, no, young eyes see what's in
front of them. That's right. Okay.
And he goes, no, young eyes see what's in front of them.
Yeah. I thought it had a different retort. I could be wrong, too. Motors of Metal, dude.
There might be something after that, but, like, we're not that far in the book. I'm, like, there's 3 hours left.
Motors of Metal, we appreciate the super chat, man. Thank you, dude. And he said, and correctly, there are a ton of ways you can help. You can donate food or time to your local shelters, clothing, backpacks, tools to tech skills to the next generation, teach skills to the next generation. He's absolutely right. You can volunteer in your hometown. The idea is that we spread Forgotten Angels to every single state. And Forgotten Angels, a big part of it is helping people, but a big part of it is teaching people how to help. A lot of people don't know how. And he's absolutely right. There are things you can do in your community to help.
Yeah, one thing
with your
that
free
you
time.
Do, like if you don't have any money, like if you've got extra backpacks or extra like luggages, suitcases, duffel bags, things like that. Usually, kids in foster care, they're only given a trash bag to go from place to place, just because it's the quickest thing to get their things out. So if you donate luggage to places that aren't the Goodwill. And places where, you know, they're directly going to kids in foster care, then they're actually able to have something to put their things into. Yeah. So that's a way that you can help your community that isn't exactly fiscally. Right. It's just like by...
He's right about the tools. The tool thing is cool.
And it's kind of the same concept. It's like whatever you've got around, like take what you have and donate it to like a smaller community, like charity, instead of donating it to Goodwill, where they're going to resell it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know enough about Goodwill or Salvation Army to know how that really works. I know that we were talking about last night with Milemaker, actually. We had dinner with him last night about eventually what I want Brapstar to be. Because it's gone through a lot of iterations. And I think that it's, especially out here, it's very true in Tampa. What time is it? I don't want to natter on for too long.
I don't know. I'd be
Don't
yapping.
you have a watch on?
I'd be yapping.
Okay, we got an hour left before we pull a ticket.
Yeah.
My man Loose Juice. Oh, Flip's in the chat. Cool. Flip Elliott. Flip in the Blue Mule.
Okay.
Yeah. Always say that. I'm like, yo, Flip. And people are like, Flip? No, I'm like, no, man. Flip in the Blue Mule. Flip is trying to go give... Flip has a YouTube channel. Go give him a subscribe. He's trying to surpass the monetization threshold right now. So he's been doing some live streams and stuff like that. And Flip is a huge contributor to Forgotten Angels. Great dude, a veteran, just a really, really good guy. So throw him a subscribe. And Loose Juice, I don't say what it is because I think he's making
I'll sub for the vets.
I think.
Not mean.
Loose Juice is. Why we got a thumbs down? Who did the thumbs down? Whoa! They did not like that.
Was that me?
I don't know. Does that happen?
Does that happen too?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know why it only does thumbs up or thumbs down. That's weird. So, Loose Juice just got a new motorcycle, but I don't want to say what it is because I think that.
Oh yeah, I saw it on Instagram.
Don't say it.
On Instagram. It's okay.
Yeah. Well, because I don't know. He's probably going to make a YouTube video. And, like, if I had just gotten a new motorcycle, because he has a YouTube channel, too, I would be, like, make the thumbnail, like, what'd I get? Because you want people to click and find out. So don't say what it is.
For sure.
But he did get a new bike.
No spoilers.
So I'm very excited for him. It's a bike I've had. I hadn't owned it, but I had it for a while.
I liked it.
Yeah. And in the exact same color, too. Oh, but we're not going to say what it is.
I won't say it. I'm not going to say it.
Yeah, and Loose Juice is our unofficial moderator, so he's of both Shade Tree Army Discord.
What do you mean
our live
unofficial? He's
chats.
got the fucking wrench next to his name.
Yeah, but we
That's
don't.
not unofficial.
We don't. So he's an enthusiast because he doesn't get paid.
Moderators don't get paid.
So, people pay their moderators.
Who?
Lots of people.
Who?
I offered to pay him. He said
Who?
no.
Who pays their mods?
Lots of people. Like bigger people who have bigger channels than us.
Dude, if I paid my moderators, I'd never shut up about it. I'd be telling other creators, you don't pay your mods? You don't pay your mods?
Yeah.
I pay my mods.
Yeah.
We can't afford that. But like,
well, also I think that
if
he
I
didn't want to do it
could,
because
I would never shut up about it.
Because it's like it's not like he's here because it's his job. He's here because he cares about Forgotten Angels. Wants to
yeah,
help.
yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like,
because he has a real life and a real job and shit like that. So I don't think he can guarantee he can be.
I'm just saying, like, if I could afford to pay somebody just to moderate my channel, I don't think my ego could withstand that.
Paying him like freaking $60,000 a year. Sure.
I don't know. Fucking.
I think it's like a nominal amount to. But I don't know. So like I don't know. He could be our Jamie. Oh, Loose Juice is good. He could be in the corner because he's so freaking huge. It'd be funny to see him crouched in the corner.
Oh, let's give him a little tiny desk.
Yeah, and I have the tiniest desk. Yeah.
The tiniest desk.
And maybe a hat with a propeller on it. And he has to sit in the tiny.
Like give him like a little kids table and chair.
No, one of those desks that you had in school where like the desk is built into the chair.
Yeah.
And it's really tiny.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes, I imagine that.
And he doesn't have a computer.
And you give him a really big computer.
Oh no, he has to look it up on his
tiny
phone.
desk.
But he has to sit in the desk. And he has to do it all on his phone. It's a small one. It's not his phone. It's like a
old razor.
Yeah. It's a
He's
got
to use like the tapping like.
Yeah, he's got to do T9 predictive text. And
what
everything.
is Japan's?
I hope that Loose Juice loves this as much as we do. Probably not. He's probably like, please no.
Please don't do this to me. Well, like in this alternate universe that I created, he's also like really into it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, he says he hates it. That was like the one thing I could see on the screen. Here, I'll go through the chat. All right. Josh is alone, and now I'm alone with the chat. Thank God. Now I'll pull out the big vape. You'll do it for $50K a year? Okay, we'll pay you nothing. How's that for a compromise? Thank you so much to Motors and Metal. There are a ton of ways you guys can help donate food or time. Oh, yes, we did read that one. Thank you so much, Motors and Metal. Just educating the community is super helpful to letting people know how they can help. Buck Brown, you are the smallest microorganism in the ocean. As a woman, you get those. I'm not saying you're a woman, Buck Brown. I'm just saying the lady myself. I'm not sure what year the Super Tenere is. Like we said, it's behind the mysterious fourth door here. I'll do it for subs. What kind? Is that vape big or am I small? Can it be two things? Yeah, so I got this big vape because I wanted to make sure that I just never lose my vape. I'm constantly saying things like, hey guys, have you seen my vape? Hey guys, do you know where my vape is? Like, are you sitting on my vape? Like, guys, I can't find my vape. So to never be that girly again, I introduced Big Vape by Sessions. It holds as many grams as you need, like probably like a quarter in here, like 7 grams. It's got that good. Oh, yeah. Probably should get a locator chip on this vape. Let me tell you, I always will leave my vape in my pocket, and then I'll throw my jeans in the washing machine, and then I'm like, guys, where's my vape? Okay, listen, Chasing Ghosts, you can't just do it for the status of being a mod, because with the status comes great responsibility. Like the responsibility of dealing with sheer nonsense for hours. Big vape is less likely to end up under a butt, but more likely to end up in a butt. I don't make the rules. All that matters, juice. Oh, that's all that matters is juice. I don't think you get popcorn lung from smoking cannabis. I think that's just for like cigarette vapes, tobacco vapes.
So the popcorn lung thing, so
I don't think that's a thing with weed vapes.
it's from the glycol, I think. Like the stuff that they put in regular vapes is like this weird freaking Chinese goop, dude. There's none of that in the Sessions vapes. I know we are here for every single process from when it goes into the ground as a seed, right up until it gets put into the vape, which I've put it in. I put it in the vape, dude.
Yeah, you can't get popcorn lung if you boof it.
So it's there's nothing in it that's not from the ground. Let me repeat that again. That's not like there's no caveat. There's no fine print. There's nothing in that. There's nothing in that liquid that's inside there that didn't come out of the ground. Well, I guess everything comes out of the ground, but you know. But sorry, so I should like say that there's nothing in there that didn't come from the plant. Not one single thing inside that didn't come from the plant.
So there's no like distillate. There's no just like weird flavor additives because everything is just terpenes, which is what gives your cannabis flavor. And so there's no need to add any additional flavors because they are able to extract the terpenes from the plant during processing the BHO. So there's no need to add any of the bad stuff to give you popcorn lung.
Yeah. So it's anyone who's tried it, no one we've ever given it to hasn't been like, that's the best I've ever had. Not one single person. Now, of course, we're giving it to our friends and stuff like that, so there's got to be a little bit of, you know, favoritism towards that, but still, I've given it to a lot of people who I whose opinion that I respect and know won't blow smoke up my ass. Not one single person has said it's not the best. So it is. I would easily make the claim, but I mean I claim a lot, but I would easily make the claim that it is the 100% the best distillate period in the world, not just in Oregon, not just in Portland, not just in America, but in the entire world. Nobody does it better. People could do it as good, I would say, but nobody does it better. This is it. It's the best.
Like, I just think it's because the way that they're extracting the terpenes, it just is, you don't have to add really anything to the product. So instead of adding all this weird shit to make it goopy, instead of making it a solid product, you just have to add terpenes, which are liquid. So you just mix the terpenes in with a product that is essentially like dabs, and you have a more viscous product.
Reason other people's stuff isn't as good is a lot of different reasons. There's a lot of the stuff that they make like vaporizer liquid out of is weird, like it's weird glycol, it's chemicals. There's no chemicals in this. It's 100% from, they take the cannabis, they extract the stuff from the cannabis, the THC. I would explain it. If I tried to explain it, I'd do it wrong because I don't know all the terms. I've literally sat there and watched and participated in every single process multiple times. So it's extracted from the cannabis, which they form it into pucks. So it all gets pressed into pucks.
It's fresh frozen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fresh frozen.
So what they do is they like just condense it into those pucks and keep it.
Yeah.
You know,
it looks like, it reminds me of like smoker pellets.
Yeah.
You know, because smoker pellets is like wood chipped up and then pressed into pellets, so you can like, it's more uniform.
Yeah.
And so that's how they do it. So each one is
like
uniform.
Essentially just like putting it through a hydraulic press so they can fit as much cannabis into the processor as, you know, so they can do the biggest yield. And essentially the process is really similar to moonshine. Is, you know, you're just distilling the cannabis.
Yeah.
Is like the easiest way to explain it, I think.
I would love to build a twin cam Road King with Shelby. Oh, Joe the Mountain Jedi's in here. I miss him. I'm glad that he took his stuff to his own like garage, because it's like way easier for him to do it over there, and like obviously he needed to start his own channel. Other people were like, he needs to start his own channel the whole time. I'm like, guys, chill. It's been the plan the whole time. We're just like starting it. But
now you're like,
I'm just like, oh, we don't get it. Yeah. Well, I mean, it was always the plan because we're both fucking busy, dude.
Yeah. And you guys live far away.
And so it's like,
it was like
it's like shit's falling through the cracks, not able to do it. And like, I'm freaking catch Ken with everything. So, and Joe is like on a schedule.
Yeah.
He's like, this is the day I have to do this, period. I'm like, well, I don't have a schedule. Welcome to hell. Mm-hmm. Yeah, fucking, if it fits, I sit. That's how I do it. Anyway, where was I? It's the best product in the world, period. Nobody does it better. And if somebody thinks that they do it better, if they're like, this is better, I will literally
show me.
I'll physically fight them. Like I will not like okay, I'll not argue with them. I'm talking about like, let the gods decide.
Oh, I'm more of like engage in a sort of like a dance off with me. So I'm like, show me. You think you can do it better? I'm like, here, I'll show you mine if you show me yours, type shit, you know?
I'm gonna literally be like, the gods would not let me lose this fight because I'm so righteous and true. Mm-hmm. I am the right one. So trial by combat. Mm-hmm.
That's how we should do presidential debates.
I agree. It can't be any worse than voting. Just like, well, how bad could it be?
Trial by combat!
Yeah, just like, I don't know, let him kill you. Who cares, dude? It's going to suck anyway, right?
Yeah.
Might as well just fucking make a spectacle out of it.
Yeah.
You could give them foam noodles or something. They don't have to die, but they just have to fight.
Or let them ride it like a bear or something.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. So there's a lot of people say you should have to have military service in order to serve as in any political office. I don't completely disagree with that, by the way.
Yeah, but I feel like you're also like, how do you feel about like everyone having to do military service type shit when you turn 18?
I wouldn't have wanted to.
No, I wouldn't have wanted to.
Now that I'm not 18,
I feel
sure,
like
why not?
Yeah, like I feel like it's a rules for thee, not for me. Like I feel like 18-year-olds should have to do that, but not me.
Yeah.
But I went to college when I was 18, so who am I to say?
Well, the military is also just like putting every single person in the military is insanely expensive.
I mean, I don't have the answers.
People say that like, oh, you should have to do that. The countries that do that are I mean, it's a socialist thing. So when we're like, oh, everybody has to join the military, it's very socialist countries do that.
Not in my America.
Yeah, no, not.
I take back everything I just said.
Yeah. Just because it's wildly expensive. Putting somebody in the military is not cheap. So there it is. So it's like, oh, you have to do your service, but it's like, that's why their military. One of the reasons they're so picky is like, it's like hiring anybody. So when you hire somebody, it's expensive to hire somebody. It costs a lot of money. That's why you don't want to hire the wrong person. You don't have to fire them because you lose a lot of money. just like making a soldier, like boot camp and outfitting them and their little outfits.
Oh my God, their little outfits. I paid for their little outfits.
Like it all costs money. Making a soldier is expensive.
I like their little outfits.
If you want everyone to join the military when they turn 18, get prepared to pay like 50% fucking taxes.
I don't pay taxes
because
at all.
all the countries that do that pay like 50% taxes.
Anyway,
that's just
okay.
So it's weird because it's when people take that as like a very right-wing thing, when they're like, oh, you have mandatory military service, but I'm like, it's not, dude. It's super socialist. That's a very anyway. I don't care either way, dude. I don't give a shit. I'm just calling a spade, dude. That's what it is.
Why can't you just say calling a hoe a hoe?
I will call a hoe.
I feel like you're still a gardening tool.
Yeah, it's still a gardening tool.
You know what I mean?
But I think that's why it's like, don't call it a hoe. It is a spade. Hoe is a verb. You are hoeing.
Oh.
Right?
It is not a hoeing, you know?
You can hoe your row with a spade. Oh, yeah, I'm probably wrong. South Korea has compulsory military service. They're not socialist. So, okay, I think they're not a socialist country. I think, and this is just my opinion, don't really want to get into it because I don't do political stuff, that compulsory military service is a socialist ideal.
Listen, guys, I was saying is that to win the presidential election, you should have to do trial by combat while riding a bear. That's what I was saying.
Yeah, that's where that came from. So I will amend what I said, though, because obviously you're not guaranteed to be a socialist country if you do that. It is a socialist ideal, though, and it's expensive. You're going to pay a lot more in taxes if everybody joins the military. Cost tax dollars. Missiles don't make them out of freaking hopes and dreams. They use money to make the missiles. It costs dollars. And then the guys who fly them with the joystick, that costs dollars too. It's money.
Is that why their outfits are green?
Yeah. For the money.
For the money, yeah.
Anyway.
It's like girls will be like, yeah, I love a man in
uniform.
Oh,
Buck Brown, that's
like,
awesome.
Yo, I just love a man in a little outfit.
Is Keyfob in the chat? So Keyfob's son, Catastrophic, is officially a Marine now. Congratulations, my friend. I never was in the military, and I had never had any desire to be in the military. But you got to pick a favorite branch. You have to have a favorite. Usually it's just like whatever, like someone who was your relative was or something. So you're just like,
well, so hear
and my grandpa was a Marine, so I'm like, Marines are the best.
Okay, so hear me out. If I can't do that.
Why? Your dad was in the Air Force.
Yeah.
Air Force is you have to pick Air Force.
I thought everyone says that if you choose the Air Force, you're gay.
Not people in the Air Force.
Yeah.
They're like, we're the best.
Yeah, but everybody, I feel like all the other branches of the military, they look at the Air Force and they're like, no, that one's gay.
No, they think they're lazy.
It's the lazy. Okay, so is it the Navy that's
gay? They call
gay?
it the Chair Force. Yeah, the Navy.
Which one's the gay?
Navy.
Okay.
But the Marines are part of the Navy, so the Marines. They're
like on watch.
They're on notice.
On notice.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
So, but also what everyone says about the Marines is that they're dumb.
Okay. So the Marines are dumb.
Which you learned about because we're watching
Navy
World War II history.
Is this
remember?
Anti-military
talk
not. Right now? Because I'm talking strictly about the military's opinions about each other, not my.
Yeah, no, this is not our opinion.
Not my opinion about the military. I'm talking about what people in the military think about other branches that they are not in.
Everyone's saying like Air Force is pampered, Chair Force.
Okay.
Everyone's already saying it in the chat. See?
So
I'm not wrong.
Even then, my dad was not even really. He was active duty in the Air Force for a little bit, but he worked for the Department of.
Switching gears because the Navy's totally gay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. My dad worked for the Department of Defense for 20 years.
Yeah.
So, I choose.
You choose DOD.
I choose DOD.
That's a valid choice. So if you choose DOD, all the libertarians and all the capitalists are on your side. That's
really?
The DOD is.
I choose DOD because that's what my daddy is.
If you're a true, I'm not. This is not my thoughts. I just like putting people in their little boxes.
I want to be put in a little box.
Yeah, if you're a true free market solves everything kind of guy, like a true like capitalist, libertarian, whatever, the DoD is the ultimate military because it's a private sector. Because it's privatized military.
Yeah.
So the DoD contracts go out to people in private companies who get hired out by the DoD, Department of Defense. So your Mark worked for like a private company that did that was hired by the DoD.
So like I could even ask him.
I'm probably saying that wrong. Someone will correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay. Because like what my dad did.
Because there is obviously the Department of Defense has a bureaucracy and people who work for them.
So what he did was
he
was in charge of the flight simulator building. Like he was the manager of the
building. So maybe he did. I don't know enough about what he did. Do you know if he actually worked for the Department of Defense or if he was contracted by them?
I only found out that he worked for the Department of Defense like last week. I just like asked him about a plane and he's like, all right, you're old enough. Listen here, young lady. And I was like, whoa, I was not ready for this.
Yeah, the chat is going off. People are fighting.
Oh, shit.
No. Not about political. They're about which branch is the best. Everyone's just like, the Navy is the Marines' Uber. And Hawaii Big Huna goes, I was in combat control in the Air Force. We rescue stranded Navy SEALs. Like, everyone's like going off on each other. I love it, dude. So the intra-military competition, I love. I think that's very fun.
The only thing, like my dad, when I asked him something about that, he just like immediately started yapping so fast, which is like the fastest I've ever seen him talk about anything. And he was like, oh, they're just saying that because they're upset because they get the worst missions is what he said.
I love that he immediately went off.
He immediately started going off, dude. And I was like, oh, man.
That's why everyone in chat's going off. They're like,
Yeah, he said something about, like, the other branches are just mad because they don't get as good of missions or something.
I mean, the Air Force had Top Gun.
Oh, my God. So, like, is it because they don't get as good of sex scenes? Or, like...
They did. They had the best sex scenes.
They have the best sex scenes,
yeah.
So, like...
Unless you count the, like, not made for... all audiences movies about the Navy. You want to look at some
Yes. Yes. Yes, I do.
You want to look at some Tom of Finland?
Yeah.
Who in the chat knows who Tom of Finland is?
I don't, but I'd like to.
Yeah, anyway, some Tom of Finland Navy pictures. Yeah, that's they got the best missions.
I don't know, chat. What do you think? I'm going to pass the question off to you.
Oh, shit. He's right. The Navy had Top Gun. I forget. I'm
Is
stupid. Yeah, it's Navy. It's
is
not
it the
Air
Navy?
Force. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to be 100%.
Navy's got planes.
Chat. I've never seen Top Gun.
Yeah. I haven't seen it in a while, obviously, because I said Air Force, not
it's
a Navy. Well, you know. It's a lot of homoerotic scenes, dude. The Navy ain't beating the allegations with Top Gun.
I know, right?
You seen that volleyball scene? They ain't beating the allegations today, dude.
Yeah. I could watch that shit all day. It's like, you know what? I think, we can go back to talking about charity because I know we only have 30 minutes left. But it's like, if guys can normalize liking girls kissing each other, let's normalize girls liking guys kissing each other.
A lot of girls do like that.
I know, and let's normalize it.
No, I refuse.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe's right. No more political bullshit. Unless it's intra-military competition and shit talking.
Now,
that's allowed.
We're not talking about politics. We're talking about bear fighting, trial by combat.
Joe's a Jedi though, so he believes that your politicians have to be able to do magic.
Don't you think that's kind of like... Is that racist or classist?
I think it's might makes right. That's called the warrior ruling class.
Yeah, so classist, right? It's kind of classist.
Hey, dude, may the strong survive. If it was trial by combat, they'd win. Or I guess they eventually lost, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Well, hear me out, chat. I know we're not supposed to be talking about politics here, but I'm so fucking ignorant, and if you guys don't tell me, I won't know about the military.
Oh, I say wrong shit all the time. I wasn't in the military, so I don't fucking know.
I gotta learn somehow.
But a lot of the people who watch are, because it's like, the motorcycle thing is a lot of military guys go towards motorcycles.
Yeah, so I feel like
so
talking
it's like,
to our
I know a
audience
lot
is
of
like
people,
probably one of the
yeah.
best places for me to get my information is from military people, right? It's like firsthand experience, right?
Sometimes they don't know what they're fucking talking about either. Like, just because you were in there doesn't mean you know. Some people
you know
just
what?
sat
I'd
at
be
a desk
feeling
the
that
whole
way
time.
about a lot of my exes. You know, just because they're in there doesn't mean they know.
Yeah. Anyway, so
Anyway,
now that we're at 30
$30.
minutes left. Now that we're at 30 minutes left till we pull a ticket, we should probably start talking about bikes again.
Yeah.
So anyway, motorcycles.
Let's all right. Yeah, calm down. Come back from that conversation.
Yeah, I can't even read the chat. I don't know if people were arguing.
I cannot read the chat at all.
Yeah. But yeah, no political shit. The only time I do is to make fun of it. But even then, it's like bad because then people start talking about it. I don't pay attention to that shit. I don't care about it.
No, I just watch the highlights like WWE.
Yeah. But it does make people fight. So.
Like WWE.
Yeah. And we're not about that. We're about bikes. We're about doing good because it doesn't matter where you land on any kind of spectrum. I don't care which spectrum it is. I don't care if it's like the retarded one or like the gay one or the political one. No matter where you are on the spectrum, we can all agree that doing good things is a good thing. So it's like that's where we all come around. We like bikes. We like motorcycles. We like helping people who have less than us. We like trying to change the world for the better. If you can find two things in common with somebody, pretty sure you'll find a third. And if you got three things in common, you've got a new friend. If you can find three things in common, you've got a friend. I don't care what else you disagree on. Just don't fucking talk about it. Don't bring it up. Don't bring it up, dude. You got three things in common. If you like motorcycles, you like helping charity, and you find a secret, mysterious third thing that you're also like have in common with somebody, there's no reason to bring anything else up. Like, how much shit do you talk about with your friends? I got some friends I talk about all sorts of wild shit with, but most people I just like go on about bikes. And that's it. I just talk about bikes. 'Cause that's what I like to talk about. I like to talk about bikes and swords and dragons sometimes too. You know, like magic, fantasy stuff I'll talk about. Fantasy worlds.
Yeah.
Or like how doing charity. So if I got two things in common, I know I got a third thing, and that's my friend now. I don't care what else, what other crap they believe. You know, they could believe in all sorts of wild shit. Aliens. Freaking.
Yeah, no, I totally
believe in
agree. You know, like I'll date a Christian guy. I'll date a girl who's into the stars or whatever. Like, you know, like go off, queen. Whatever you believe. You think You think I'm sad just because I'm a Cancer? Like, you know what? I'll still date you.
Ghost Eagle says, I love motorcycles, helping charity, and pretty girls. That's my friend. Like, what else would I need? What more would I have to have in common with that dude to be friends with him?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's like, as long as you guys don't like the same kind of pretty girl, it's fine, right?
Oh, I didn't think about that. Now there's a problem.
Are you kidding me? That's like the first thing I think about when I become
like
friends with a girl. Well, I'm like, okay, we can't like the same type of guy. That's a problem. And if we do,
well, maybe he's got an old lady already. Then it doesn't matter.
Okay, then yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's cool. He's already he's off the market.
Yeah.
No, me. Attention here.
I'm just saying.
Hello.
That's like a pretty before I'm gonna be best friends with a girl, I'm gonna be like,
what kind of dudes you like?
Like, who you fucking?
That's
What's your ex look like?
Yeah. Don't look at my trash. It's my trash.
That's my trash.
I find all women beautiful. As I always say, every woman's a queen in Shade Tree Surgeon's eyes. Every woman is a queen. Just remember this. There's only one king, baby.
I feel like I'm the court's jester. You know?
Hey, it's my fantasy.
I can say pretty much anything, but nothing I say seems to matter.
Is that what it feels like to be you?
Yeah.
That sounds frustrating.
It's all in good cheer.
Raise your tiny angry fist to the skies, to the heavens like antennae. It's a Godspeed You Black Emperor song. Album. Anyway, we're pulling a bike pretty soon. I gotta pee again, then we'll come back and we'll start figuring this out.
Okay, I'll go talk to the chat. Yo, what up? Anyone know what camera Shacher uses for his selfie videos? He uses his iPhone. Where am I from originally? I'm from Tampa. But if you're asking why I look ethnically ambiguous, it's because I am Arabic. Yeah, he uses an iPhone. Hey, man, my socks aren't dirty. They're just stepped in, okay? It's fucking 5:30. Give me a break. Come on, cheeseburger. Don't be gay. Yeah, we have a little too many special interests, so we try to keep it pretty minimal. Try not to list all of them. Bikes, boobs, beer, bush. You know, the usual bees. Yeah, choppers and hammock camping. That sounds like a good fucking weekend. Except I hate sleeping in hammocks. I love chilling in a hammock and yapping from a hammock. But sleeping in one, a girl my age was never meant to have the back pain that I do. A sweet girl like me. Whew. What years was my dad in the Department of Defense? He retired in 2015, and he was in the Department of Defense for 20 years. He was stationed in Michigan, stationed in Montana, and then he was stationed in Tampa. And that is how he met my mother. Yo, Lupin the Third is the shit. Yeah, I fucks with that. We've seen that. Oh, yeah. I recommend... There's not a lot of trees at Forgotten Angels that are perfect for hammocks. So, like, we have a lot less limited... Or we have a lot more limited hammock camping than you think. There are trees. There are hammock spaces, but there's less than you think. Because most of the trees are kind of, like, in one area. So there's a lot more tent camping than hammock camping. Listen, you guys can show up in a banana hammock if you want, but I doubt Cindy will appreciate it. And you're gonna have to look her in the eye, and that's like looking at your mom in the eye when you're wearing that. So, yeah, my dad was at MacDill, but he's retired. Yeah, I will never sleep in a tent unless I have to. Oh, thank you for liking my pink toolbox. I love it too. Yeah, you can put up a post for a hammock. There's just not that many trees. And the trees that we do have are kind of spaced out. Oh, banana hammocks are banned at the camp out. Sorry, no fun allowed. If I could win a raffle, I think I would choose I'd probably choose a Sportster because
Because you have a Sportster that doesn't run?
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense.
That's probably what I would pick.
I don't know what I would pick. Probably a Super Tenere.
I don't know.
Even though I haven't
I've
seen
never
it.
ridden one before, so I can't say.
It's the only bike I don't have. Like, I have the Sportster, which is my home-built adventure bike, but I don't have an adventure bike. You know what I mean?
Hawaii Bike Kahuna, I'll ask my dad later where he was stationed in Michigan, because it would have been where he was stationed initially when he was a kid. Like, fresh in the military. That would have been his first Air Force base. He's saying that it's a now closed base.
Oh, okay.
So he's saying that he was also stationed there. So I'd have to ask him. It's definitely something I will ask him about.
Right. But we cannot dox him, so.
No, I cannot dox my dad. Oh, my God. No, I don't think banana hammocks are allowed, but booty shorts, though. Crop tops, though.
So what I want everyone to realize about the camp out is we have a lot of fun. Okay? We have a lot of fun. But just remember this. You still represent Forgotten Angels while you're there. So that's all I say. So it's like, don't let your fun be hindered. But when it comes to, like, you know, being lewd, just don't, you know? Keep it PG-13 and we're good.
Yeah.
Like, I hate to say that. It's not, there's no rules. But I'm just
Yeah,
like,
I mean, the boys there are 18, but there are boys there.
You know, you're
so
like, so
you want to be respectful. This is a charity ground. This is not a campground.
So it's a lead by example, you know? And that leading by example doesn't mean you can't drink. It doesn't mean you can't smoke. It doesn't mean, you know, there's a lot of things it doesn't mean about. But just like, okay, I'm doing it in a safe way. I'm not letting myself get so out of hand that I make an ass out of myself.
Yeah.
Or do something that I regret, you know? You're just having fun and letting loose in a safe, controlled environment and not doing something that you would be afraid for everyone to know about.
Yeah.
I would say that. You would be like, nothing that you couldn't have your family know about. You know what I mean? So just try to treat it like that and you're good.
Don't do anything you wouldn't do in front of your mom.
Yeah. Well, that's a tough one for some people.
Okay. A mom that you love.
Yeah.
And just so, you know, Cindy's there. No, you cannot piss off the neighbors. Please do not intentionally piss off our neighbors. They are.
Someone say that?
It was Lala.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, no, please don't piss off the neighbors. Please.
Yeah, we want to continue having this.
We would like to. Yeah.
We have it by the grace of our neighbors. So.
Yeah, and like a very. The cops get called every year. They're not for sure. They're always gonna get called. So just don't be surprised when they do, because Josh, me, David, Cindy, we're going to talk to them and they're going to go away. Happens every year.
We got Ricky powers over the cops, dude.
Oh, yeah, we do. Oh, my God. Can we watch that tonight?
Dude. Yeah, we can watch Trailer Park Boys.
It's like Trailer Park Boys or Top Gun.
No, we got to finish Sonic.
Oh, I do want to finish Sonic. Yeah. I also want to finish the World War II documentary.
I know.
How much more is it?
A lot.
Really?
Yeah, or like we've watched. There's like 15 episodes just on the
World
Pacific
War II
Theater.
was 15 episodes long.
That's just the one season.
Oh, World War II is 2 seasons.
It's They all happen at the same time though. So there's also the
right,
Pacific.
Right.
There was Europe, and there was Africa.
No, we can't do a vibrator racetrack. Again, nothing that you wouldn't want your mom to see. And I personally wouldn't show my mother my vibrators. Dude. And my mom is going to be at the camp out. My mother, the lady who birthed me, is going to be at the camp out. So no, I don't want to put my vibrator in front of her.
So that's a whole thing where it's like, we don't do stuff like that. And it is what it is. I don't feel bad about saying that. It's not like, this isn't the Grundle run. You know, this isn't like, we're not doing vibrator races, you know. It's just, we're not doing a wet t-shirt contest. It's a little more family friendly than that, even though it is 18 and up. So I'm like, dude, we just don't do that.
Yeah, my mom's gonna be there, and like, my mom doesn't know I'm a slut, guys.
Yeah, so shh, you have to
like,
keep
she has a vague idea, so like, please Guys, please do not bust me
Be
out.
cool. Be
Don't
cool.
fucking bust me out. Like,
There's moms there, dude.
my mother is gonna be there.
You have to
Are you a narc?
You have to face Cindy, okay? Would you do that in front of Cindy? Don't do that. Hey, I'm not saying Cindy doesn't have fun. She has fun. She likes her wine.
No.
But don't fucking be pulling out no vibrator races. Don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that. Please.
Because it does make some people, I don't know. This is just how we roll. There's other campouts that do that.
Yeah,
You can do that in a different
it
way.
is just a reminder that, like, this is a Christian-based charity. They go to church on Sundays and stuff. Like, no vibrator races. Sorry.
And so you don't have to be Christian to go. We are not Christian.
No, we are not religious. Like I said, you can believe in God. You can believe in the stars. I don't care. Like, turn out the lights. Not mean.
All right. Well, we only got what time is it? We got a few minutes left, huh?
15 minutes.
15 minutes.
Yeah.
If you're going to buy a ticket, now's the time. There's a lot of last-minute people, which I still feel like is a self-fulfilling prophecy.
What?
I'm not trying to discourage people from getting tickets, but it's like...
What do you mean?
Everyone buys them at the last... They're like waiting. They're like, not yet. Hold. They want to be the last
Guys, can you guys stop edging yourself with the tickets? Like, that's literally what you guys are doing. Like, stop being such weird freaks about it. You guys are...
Everyone wants to wait
stop
to the end.
edging.
They're like, someone at the end always wins. I'm like, yeah, that's because 90% of people waited to the end.
You guys are so into fucking edging, like weirdos.
I think the last time it was somebody like in the same... It was not from the beginning. It was from like a week before or something like that. It wasn't the same day. I looked at the day. I forgot what it was though. But it wasn't the day of. But it does end up being that person because everyone buys their ticket that day. So if we do like all this, anyway, whatever. But now's the time. We're there. We're there. We got 15
Cheeseburger
minutes.
says, "What does edging mean? Someone please explain."
Don't explain that to him.
No one tell him.
Nobody tell him.
Edge him.
Yeah.
Get it?
Hold on, Mom. I'm edging for an XR 150.
Dude, every morning I'm edging for an XR 150.
It
But
plays
I just prefer-
commercials
Yeah.
in the middle of the live stream.
Of course it does.
That's weird.
You gotta have YouTube Red.
I just didn't know it did that.
Yeah,
during
dude,
the
you have
live
to
stream.
have YouTube Red. I think there might be a setting that you can turn it off, but you have to like it's like some manual setting in your like actual YouTube creator settings to turn it off. Not
Everyone in the chat is immediately like, the release, I crave it. Waiting to the last second feels dangerous.
Oh my god, are you guys like seriously into edging though?
Dude, well, 12 minutes left. Now's the time, okay?
Chat? Are you guys matching my freak?
12 minutes left. Which is weird.
Why is it weird?
Because it's not the same time as it is in where we usually do live
I
streams
know,
from.
dude. It's so fucked
freaking
up
us out.
to see the light outside.
Lala goes, I just had to explain it to Joey.
Oh no. I don't believe you.
That's so funny, dude. Gnarly Zeus says it's what good neighbors do between their grass and concrete. He's right, dude. Edge your sidewalk, you freaks.
Mm-hmm. And I've been a bad neighbor. I'm so sorry.
Oh no, dude.
I'm so sorry, guys. I've got worms in my brains.
So 10 minutes left. 10 minutes left. And so all jokes aside, let's chilled out for a second. For these
Okay,
last
I'm
couple.
sorry.
No,
I'm
no,
sorry.
no, no, no. It's
No,
it's me.
I
It's my
know.
fault,
I know.
dude.
It's me. It's me.
I'm always like, don't talk about this kind of stuff, and then like I start like
And then I'm like
putting people in boxes and being like, this politics is this, because I like knowing about it. I just don't.
yeah,
care
and then
about
I'm
it.
like, ooh yeah,
I'm
put
like,
me in
yeah,
a box.
It's my rule. I'm like, don't say that shit, and then I start talking about it. I'm the worst.
I know.
But if you stand on your head, I'm the best. It's all about perspective.
I'm gonna go hit my big vape.
So just slowing it down here for a second, and jokes aside, haha, funny time. The reason that we're doing this is both simultaneously feels amazing and feels good and feels very empowering to know that you can change the world and that together we can actually make a difference. And then, I know, sorry, Juice. He's like, yeah, back to fundraising.
What?
Lucius was like, oh, sorry, back to fundraising. I'm like, yeah, I know, it's my fault,
sorry,
dude.
I'm sorry.
No, it's me. It feels amazing to be able to do all this together, to know that that we're making a difference. It feels amazing to know that we can affect change in the world. That's what really freaks me out the most. I think, to know that we can actually affect a change in the world with such a small amount of people. Somebody asked a question today in one of the last video released. They asked a question. They go, how many people usually enter the raffles? Usually it's less than 2,000 people. A lot of times it's less than 1,000. So the number of people that we're doing this with is very low. I don't even know how many people are in here tonight. So there's 358 people in here right now. The number of people that we're doing this with is small. It's not even enough to fill up like a community theater. The amount of people that we're doing this with this ain't a stadium tour, baby. This is us and us alone. None of these videos, I keep hoping for it, obviously, but no video I've ever made about Forgotten Angels or what we do or any of the other charities that we work with. None of those videos has ever broken outside of the people who regularly watch our videos. I've had videos that have broken out of that. Stuff like when my friend Taylor Durden's son led the ride on his electric dirt bike. The chopper trip. Like, think of the video that brought you here. Those are videos that have done millions of views on my channel. I'm very thankful for. They brought a lot of people in here. I've a bunch of videos that have done millions of views, but not one of those videos has ever been a video where I'm talking about Forgotten Angels or I'm talking about the good work that we do all together. None of those videos has ever reached outside of the people who regularly watch the channel. So when I say that we're doing this and it's not a lot of us, I'm talking about it's a couple thousand people. That's what's doing all of this. All of these things that are getting accomplished with Forgotten Angels is a couple thousand people max. I would say that if the number's over 3,000 people who have ever bought tickets, I'll be shocked. I don't think that there's been more than 3,000 total people, because people buy tickets, they donate again. They donate over and over again. I have to download the spreadsheet to put in the thing to like pick the winner. So I see that, like, I always look through the names, like it's the same people, which is amazing because we're all coming back and doing the same thing. That's why I know people aren't just going like, man, I hope I win. They're really trying to donate to a good cause and trying to do something bigger than themselves. And it's the same people over and over again. And I'm not sad about that. It doesn't upset me. I'm not like, gosh, damn it. It makes me feel good. It makes me know that I'm surrounded by amazing people. It makes me know that I'm surrounded by people who really care, who really want to do a good thing. Genuine people who want to make a difference in the world and who also like motorcycles. Like I said, we got those two things. It ain't that hard to find a third thing. And I've never failed to find a third thing in common with somebody and become friends with them. Not at the camp out and not with people who are in all the way, in this deep. There's layers to this shit, man. There's people who casually watch a video every once in a while, and that's fine. And there's people who watch every video. That's great. I appreciate it. And then there's people who watch every video and watch every live stream, and they're also in the Discord, and they also support Forgotten Angels. And they're also, and like, that's the people who buy tickets. That's the people who are in the chat right now. These are people who, most of them, even if I haven't met them in real life yet, most of them I know if I don't know them on a first name basis, I definitely know them on a username basis. These are people that when I meet them for the first time at the camp out and I look at them and they're like, hey, how's it going? I'm Dave. And then they'll be like, Munchie Master 420. I'm like, oh shit. Okay. And then I recognize them from their username, the people I've been talking to for years on this channel. And in the Discord and in the comments. And like I said, I read every comment. I'm not keeping up with the chat right now, but anyway. It's not a lot of us that are doing this. So with 5 minutes left, I wanted to be serious and say that I appreciate everybody who has helped Forgotten Angels get this far and who will continue to help Forgotten Angels get even farther. and who will continue to sacrifice something out of their own lives to make the world a better place, because together we can make a difference. Many parts makes the whole, and believes in what Dave and Cindy want to do with Adderley's House for Girls. The Adderley House is going to be a place where young women and young teenage mothers who are homeless, the amount of them that are homeless is insane. This is about breaking the cycle of abuse in the foster care system. You have young teenage mothers, 18, 19-year-old girls who have a baby, and they have this baby. And like I say all the time, the young men who come into the program, they're not good kids. They're bad. But so what, are they worth nothing? Like, people say, oh, you should only help the good ones. Well, dude, the shit they've been through, like, they're not good kids. They have the potential to be good kids, and they deserve a fucking chance. But they ain't good kids. They're kids that are poised and have been made ready from forces that they were not in control of to make the worst decisions possible in their life, to make the absolute worst fucking decisions they can that are a detriment to themselves and to society as a whole. And that's what Forgotten Angels does, is it comes in and it says, hey, I know you've been pushed by things outside of your control into a place where you're going to make the worst decisions possible for your future. And Forgotten Angels goes, well, hold up, wait a minute, let's learn a better way, and that's what that is. So it's like young teenage mothers. I think the propensity for them to have another kid or to potentially get in a situation, because they are at a very vulnerable time in their lives. They're at a time in their lives where they are, they're so vulnerable to male attention, where they could end up pregnant again, or they could end up losing their child because they're distracted by other things. They're just in a bad situation, dude. They're in a bad situation where nobody's looking out for them. Nobody's helping them. Nobody's showing them how to be a mother, or nobody's telling them that being a mother is the most important thing they can do. They need someone to teach them how to be a mom to break the cycle. This is how it happens again. The cycle of abuse, when we talk about that, it's young teenage mothers who maybe have been in foster care themselves. Then they have a kid, and then the cycle repeats itself. This is how you stop this. This is a cycle of abuse. This is the cycle of people becoming homeless. This is this insane, horrendous spiral downwards. How do you stop it? You have to stop it at the source. And the source is people who are not ready to be parents being parents. Now, you don't just get to not be a parent when you're not ready. So what you need is somebody to really teach you how to do it. And that's what, for me, and it's also young women who don't have kids. It's not like that's the only thing you have to have a kid. Like, it's for young women. But for me, this is taking people and going like, hey, this is how you do better, and this is how you lead a better life. So it's like I said, I want to take it down and be serious here at the end with 10 minutes left, 2 minutes left now to buy a ticket. We're about to go in. I'm going to use a bathroom, and then we're going to pull a winner. So I'm going to pass them over to you. POV.
Except the camera's not
Shaylee.
here.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I was thinking that earlier. I was like, oh, dude, they probably have the weirdest, angle of me right now. And I was like, oh, no, they don't. The camera's over there.
Well, they're still all in there.
Yeah, I know. This is where I view you guys. This is just where you view me, There's, always a mental goal, but never an, goal being oh, well, if we don't hit this, then... Except for this one specific time. Usually it's not under those kinds of circumstances. But like we said, we were not expecting this situation to happen to us. We weren't expecting for this house to become available in the way that it did, in the timing that it did. And oh my god, it's Jebba Debba. Dude, you haven't been here in the chat forever, so welcome back. It's 6 o'clock, guys. We just closed. Usually Josh will give you the benefit of the doubt and always give you guys an extra time. So, oh my gosh, Jerry, thank you so much for your donation. Donation from Laura. Thank you, Laura. And thank you, Jerry. Sorry about the commercials. We do not control when they happen. I will look into if there's a way to turn them off for people who don't have YouTube Red. For mid rolls, I don't really know how at the moment, but in the future we'll do that. Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of people become parents when they are not ready. Yeah, and YouTube Premium's definitely worth every penny, personally. But that's also because I'm such a mooch that I don't actually pay for any streaming services besides Spotify and YouTube. I just steal everyone else's. How much is the house? That's a David and Cindy question. We actually, Josh and I, don't really get involved with any sort of the finances that go on. We try to just stick to the things that we can control, which is, however many spoons we have, and we know that we can talk about it and use our platform for good. So that's really just what we're trying to do. We're not trying to have control over how money is spent. That is best decided by people who are used to running and working in charity. Josh and I are not those people. We should not be in charge with what happens to money. We never even see the money. It all goes straight into it goes straight to Forgotten Angels, all through Raffle Creator. So all Josh and I are really doing is talking about it. So I'm not really sure. That's the long answer of how much the house is. I just yap, That's what we do. Is we'll yap to anyone who will listen to us talk about the charity that we believe can really just do some good in the world. Yeah, dude, I miss Officer Boyce so much. Like, I wonder where he is all the time. Like, on the reg. And I hope you guys know that about if you guys are regulars in our chat and you just disappear one day, Josh and I are thinking and talking about you and being like, where the fuck is this person? Jebba Debba's in the chat.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
And then someone was like, yeah, we just need Officer Boyce back,
dude,
too.
if Officer Boyce and Jebba Debba
Dude,
Debba 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 Debba
I know,
were back.
dude. It would just be like, I think I might be happy again.
That happens all the time, though. People who, leave comments and they...
That's what I was telling the chat. Yeah. I was like, chat, if you are a regular commenter or a person who comes into the premiere, then, and you stop showing up to the premiere, I hope you know we notice.
Dude, we looked for Jebba Debba and Officer Boyce for so long. We tried to find him through different stuff. We're like,
yeah, dude, I tried to find his email. I think I might have found his son, but it felt so wrong to email his son and be like, "Is your dad Officer Boyce?"
We're the worst because everyone's just parasocial relation people. Every time you hear all these YouTubers are just like, "Oh, my fans with these parasocial relationships with me," but with us, it's the other way.
I know. I think it's probably because we're super narcissistic, or maybe just dude. I don't know. There's probably fucking worms in our brains that we're I don't know. I want to engage in every parasocial relationship I can, because I personally also have parasocial relationships with YouTubers. I don't know.
Yeah, I do the same
thing.
I'm
like, oh my god, this YouTuber is my best friend. I love Nick Diorio, and he's specifically will never answer my DMs or talk to women because he doesn't want to be
right,
that guy, so he won't answer my DMs, and I'm like, please, I'm a hot girl.
Even more.
And he's like,
forbidden.
And I'm like, but me and Nick Diorio, we're fucking homies, even though he doesn't answer my DMs, dude. I'm in every live stream for him.
He supports a commentary girl. She's trying hard, though.
I don't... I'm a try hard, but in other ways.
Yeah, she's good though. There's this girl Stardust that
I like commentary girls. That's the.
She's cool.
Nicole, Peretti something. There's some girl. She does the
Chronically Online girl.
There's a girl I watch who does talking head videos, and she does Chronically Online girl explains this topic. Whatever topic is going on at the time, and I really like her videos too.
So, that's it. I guess it's time to pull a winner.
Those are my parasocial relationships. I showed you mine. Now you show me yours.
How do I fix this?
I don't know how you fix your computer. That's your computer. I know it's made everything bigger. There's a
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah, I was trying to make the chat bigger because I couldn't see. You have to hit the control or command minus or like hit the magnifying glass or there's several different ways to do it. Oh my god, you're such a boomer, dude. Holy shit. This is your first time on a computer?
Yes.
This is your computer.
So it is. Well.
Oh my god.
Nice riposte.
Dude, I can't imagine. Like, I bet you back in the day, like when people were making their choppers super complicated to start, do you think everybody would get like super drunk and then sit on their own bike and then be like, I have no idea how to start this thing? I'm so high and drunk right now. You think that ever happened? You think that
Miller, you better fucking tell me if you fucking...
Do you think that happened a lot?
If you're on the ride, you better tell me it's you, Miller. I have my ways. I'll find out.
Nothing gets past Shade Tree Surgeon.
So right now, there's 801 people have entered.
That's all.
That's how many people have entered.
Is that a lot or a little? I feel like I don't remember.
It's on average. By the end of them, it's usually like around like 1,400 or 1,500 people.
We need like a math person who like does all these statistics for us, like, and we can figure out all that math number things. I don't know. Who fucking cares, dude? Honestly, I don't understand why anybody uses fucking QuickBooks. Like, really? What are you doing that for? Taxes? So you can pay for little outfits? My gosh, it's happening, guys.
Someone's gonna win.
Someone's gonna win. Are we giving away all the bikes or just one
just
person gets to choose one of the four?
One person gets to pick one out of the four.
Okay. I never know, like, what the stakes are.
What are the stakes?
I just don't know what stakes are, really. Apparently, my palette for stakes is bullshit and feminine, which I accept.
That's what I said.
Yeah. No, I accept it. I accept that I have a feminine stake palette because I don't think I should have to compromise any part of my femininity to fit into any sort of masculine group. You know, like, if I want to eat a filet, I'm going to fucking eat a filet. I have nothing to prove. I am a girl. I am delicate, okay? I'm softer than a man. And I should be treated like that. But only when I say, like, all the other times I'm hard as fuck and I don't need any man to stand up for me or help me with anything. Especially not my dad. Okay? Especially. And also, for extra clarification, just since I'm filling air before we pick who the raffle picker does the thing.
It's so much harder now because it's like you have to.
I know.
Used to be able to, the Raffle Creator website used to have a.
Yeah, I know. It used to be like, oh, just drag and drop the Excel file, but now it's like more complicated. Anyways, when I'm talking shit about my dad, guys, it's not the dad I'm talking about that's in the military. I got two dads. I got a real dad, and then I got a stepdad. I got my dad who stepped up. So. And then I also have a daddy, but you guys probably won't hear about that as much. This is a charity stream. Chill out.
All right. Well, we have our first winner.
I thought you said we're only giving away one bike.
Yeah.
So why are you saying first winner if there's only...
Because there will be 3 other winners before the raffle's over. This is the first winner, though.
Wait.
The only winner today.
Oh, so the raffle's not over?
No. Raffle's still going. Everyone who's still, if you're entered,
shit.
yeah, no, it goes to the camp out.
What?
Yeah.
What? Dude, see, you guys, I'm learning with you.
We weren't even going to pull it. We had for the Adderley house.
I wasn't even going to pull it out.
Yeah.
No, can I call him?
Yeah.
I never get to call him.
Yeah, Joe the Mountain Jedi is adopted.
What?
Yeah, Joe's adopted.
And you're telling him now?
Sorry, dude. I didn't mean to break it to you this way, bud.
Like, is this appropriate time, Josh?
I think that Joe, I would say, is because we talk so much about. I'm sorry, I'm edging everyone. It's like, tell us who won.
Tell me.
I just
who
gotta
won.
talk about Joe
now
for a second.
Schrodinger's winner right now.
Yeah.
Okay?
First off, go
enjoy
subscribe.
The moment. Enjoy the moment. You guys have all simultaneously won and lost at the same time until we finish yapping.
Joe, go subscribe to Joe the Mountain Jedi. By the way, awesome dude. Very positive influence in my life. Amazing human being. Incredible technician. Amazing one-liners. Arkansas. He is Arkansas.
Are you just, is that his, like, YouTube description? Like,
yeah, he's just Arkansas.
Amazing one-liners.
So he was adopted, and I think he's tall. He's like 6'2" or something. He's a little taller than I am. He's like 6'2" or 6'3" or something. Big guy.
I don't know. If you're not 6'4", I'm just like.
And if you're above 6'4", same thing.
No, if you're above 6'4", it's more like.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah. So he's adopted, but he goes like, I had no idea, man, and I just one day they told me and everything clicked. Both his parents are like 5 feet tall. So I just imagine it's like when they told
like,
Po from Kung Fu Panda that he was adopted.
Yeah, dude.
His parents are ducks, and he's like, what? Like, that's exactly how I imagine it happening in my head. Sorry, Joe. I love you.
I saw a post. I saw a post on Instagram today, and it said, "I know somebody who works at Area 51, and they've got Kung Fu Panda there, and they're doing tests on him." It made me have a little giggle.
All right, where's your phone?
I like FaceTiming them.
Well, you have to see if it's an Apple phone first.
Yeah, I know. That's the exciting part.
Well, you have to give me your phone. I don't want to read this out loud.
I'm not handing you my phone. Oh, my God. Be careful.
Let me make sure I do this right. I've done it wrong before. No, David did it wrong. It wasn't me.
A girl handing you their cell phone is like a girl handing you a loaded gun. So it's like, have respect when she does it to you. Like, the respect you need to have for a girl's cell phone when she puts it in your hand. Like, you're holding a gun made out of glass and gold at the same time.
All right. Do what you need to do to figure it out. Oh, that's right. He told me the story. He found out on accident. He was like looking through some paperwork. That's why it's even more like freaking Kung Fu Panda, dude. He's just like, what? And meanwhile, he's like, his parents are both like chipmunks.
They were birds.
Yeah, they're birds. Joe is literally.
Yeah, they were cranes.
Joe the Mountain Jedi is literally perched in a tree.
Yeah.
And he's like, "You're my real parents?" And they're like, "Call." I'm sorry, dude. I'm not trying to. His parents are amazing. His dad, rest in peace to Joe's dad. He's an amazing human being. Joe talks about him often. I only wish I could have known him, because the way that Joe talks about him, he sounds like an absolutely amazing human being who is full of knowledge, kindness, and patience. So, pretty freaking cool.
Are you ready to FaceTime?
Is it Apple number? Can you
Yeah.
FaceTime him? Yeah, FaceTime him.
You have to put the computer down.
Do I?
Can you do it? Yeah, put the computer down.
can.
You don't have to hold it.
Yeah, well, we already have a winner. I don't need it anymore.
Yeah, you don't need the computer. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
I love FaceTiming people. I have to like control my urge to do the thing where I like put my finger through my pants and I'm like,
I've taught you well.
I know. No one man should have so much power. Or I just want to do this pose.
Answer it, dude.
Fucking answer, man.
He's on the other coast, so it's 9 o'clock there.
Okay, that's still like not.
If he has a
late.
family or something, maybe he's not answering a FaceTime at this time of night.
Oh yeah, that would be like his wife is like, bitch, who the fuck is that?
Answer the phone.
I mean, like, I'm not a jealous girl, but like, who is that though?
Try calling him normal.
Yeah, I'll call him normal.
Don't show the phone.
I'm not.
Come on, dude. Don't do this to us.
Don't do this to me.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello, Stuart?
Is this Stuart?
You're a winner, baby! What's up, weirdo? Welcome to your new life. Welcome to hell.
Get the fuck out of here.
I will
I
not.
won't do it, dude. I called you. You can't tell me to leave.
This is unbelievable. How are you guys?
Believe it, dude. How are we?
Well, I don't know.
I don't know. Pretty
how
good,
are
man.
you?
Fair to
Like,
Midland, I'd say.
How are you feeling?
Yeah, how are you?
I'm pretty fantastic.
Why didn't you answer the FaceTime?
Why didn't you answer my FaceTime?
Because it's a random number.
You know what? That's like so fair.
Well, you didn't think you would win?
No, I wasn't expecting it. I forgot you guys.
How
were
many
calling
tickets
in.
did he
I
buy?
just bought some
You
random
bought 4
tickets
tickets.
today.
You had 4 chances.
Unbelievable.
Where are you from?
New Jersey.
New Jersey.
Oh, never mind. Let's pick someone
New
else.
Jersey. Yeah, I actually saw you guys at gas tank for a Magna like 2 years ago.
Oh, no,
dude,
dude!
I remember that.
That's on the bike.
That's literally.
Holy shit. That's so freaking cool. I had no idea. Well, I just like. How would I know that was. I'm sorry. That's so
fucking
cool,
awesome, dude.
No, I just on the motorcycle. The carbs are like me and Joe are going to rebuild the carbs so we have an extra set of Magna carbs. That's wild. Dude, well, congratulations, man. I know that you don't have a Magna anymore because I have all your spare Magna parts.
Oh, yeah.
But you now have a decision to make. Are you in the? You're obviously not in the live stream because you know we were talking about you, which is fine.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Yes, you're in the live stream now,
this
dog.
is live, by the way.
So you're in the live stream now. Well, yeah, I didn't know. I don't know him. I've never met him, but he did send me a. He didn't even tell me he was sending it. It just showed up.
Yeah, I remember. I was like
He just showed up, and I was just like,
Talking
"Oh
to
shit, okay."
talking to an old dude who was like, "Oh yeah, I heard you're into motorcycles. You want a motorcycle?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll take a look." And it was like absolutely wretched, except for the gas tank. And the gas tank was mint. And I watched your video, and you were like, "I just need a gas tank." I was like, "Hey, this is
No, because it
perfect."
didn't even come. It came to the PO box. Like, so I'd never
Yeah.
spoken to him, and I never said thank you either. I never even reached out to him because I'm bad about that. No, I didn't. I got it. I said thank you in a video, but I never reached out personally.
I saw the video.
yeah.
You guys had a huge box. Yeah, I just dropped it up at UPS. I'm like, do whatever.
Oh my god, yeah, I remember that.
opening it? We opened it in a
I remember
video,
that because, dude, the lady, our USPS lady, already doesn't like us, and she had to go get that giant box
she was
from the
not happy
back
about it.
of the post office, and she was just so upset at us that day. She was like,
Yeah.
"Are you?"
Oh,
And I was
Yeah.
like, "What could this be? It's so big. I could live in this box."
So first off, Cindy's right. Cindy's in the chat too. Thank you to everybody who's donated and everybody who did donate. There's still 3 more chances to win. It's not over.
Oh my god, yeah. So you get to choose what motorcycle you want because you're the first
You
winner.
get the most choices. It's between one of
boy.
4 different motorcycles. Do you know what all the motorcycles are?
You're like the Bachelor right now.
Yeah, who are you going to give a
It's
rose?
incredible. I remember seeing Dave and Cindy on a red Goldwing.
Okay, so there's 4 motorcycles. I'm going to list them off for you now. Can you hear me all right?
I hear you great.
All right. There's one is my XR 150L, street legal, dual sport, 150 cc's. I did ride it across the country and back, and the speedometer broke 10 miles into the trip. So it says it has 100 miles on it, but there's really a couple thousand.
It's a liar.
Yeah. The second
Yeah, I saw that one. You guys went to Canada.
The second one is David's personal 2000, I think it's a 2005 Goldwing that he rode across the country and back and put 13,000 miles on doing his trip. It's not like it's bad though. It's a freaking amazing bike. It runs perfectly. I was riding it the other day.
Goldwing's Goldwing.
Oh yeah.
And then the third bike is a 2012 Harley Davidson Sportster 48, 1200 cc. It's got exhaust, perfect shape, very low miles. Like thing starts up and rides like it's brand new. It can't have more than 10,000 miles on it. It's like freaking brand new. And then the fourth bike, which I have not verified or seen with my own eyes, so it is a fourth mysterious choice that I've seen pictures of it, and the dude who has donated it seems trustworthy. Is a year unknown Yamaha Super Tenere, which is an adventure bike. That's a 1200 cc adventure bike. So it is up. The decision is yours. Choose wisely, Stuart.
I mean, bro, the choice is obvious. I'm gonna have to go with the Goldwing.
Okay, that was actually pretty obvious. Yeah, I don't blame you.
I mean, dude, if I gotta bring something out of the wang, I'll bring the Goldwing.
No, dude, there the wang from the wang, baby.
The wang from the wang. That's it.
Not surprised. It's an awesome bike. Although the Harley Sportster 48 won the poll with 60% of the people saying they choose it, so the favorite is still in.
The Goldwing won the first poll, though.
Yeah. So David also told me that there's somebody that wants to donate a Goldwing that's like an hour away from here, and then we've also got Kyle Gabagoolsby who wants to donate. So maybe by the end of it, there will be another Goldwing.
Okay.
We'll see what happens.
Of course, you are invited to come join us at the Forgotten Angels campout. We will fly you in, and you can ride home. Or you can ride wherever you want.
What's
you
your
don't have to
time
go home ever if you don't want to.
Yeah, you can just
that's like really
start a whole
between
new
you
life.
and God. But
what do you think you do? You want to fly in for the camp out?
Yeah, I'll absolutely do that.
There you go, dude. We'll fly in for the camp out. You can ride the Goldwing home, dude. I don't know how cold is it there in October.
In Jersey?
Yeah.
I don't know. Decent, probably.
Yeah, it's got heated grips. You'll be fine.
Oh yeah, I'll be fine.
Yeah. Well, dude, save this number. We'll get in touch with you. Shay will text you David's
yeah, this is my cell phone.
Dave and Cindy will handle all your getting you down here and all the title shit. They do all that stuff. We just talk shit. So looking forward to seeing you at the camp out, my man. Now we have to get the Magna running because I actually never got it. I never completely fixed it. I put that new tank on it, rode it around, the carb started leaking, and I parked it. I never fixed it. So I got to make sure I actually get the Magna running before the camp out, which means I'll need Shelby and Joe's help.
Well, they're both in the chat right now, so.
Yeah, we got to get that running before the camp out.
All right, Stuart, thank you so much for all your support, and we will be talking to you soon, and we will see you at the camp out.
Hell yeah, love you guys. Have a good one.
All right, we love you too. Bye.
I love you.
Bye.
You always have to say it back.
Yeah, you have to say I love you back, or else how are they going to know that you mean it?
You're still entered. Everyone's entered for all the bike. If you bought a ticket, you're entered for all the bikes and anything else. Dude, we always end up throwing weird ass shit in there. Like we'll have some random other shit we give away, possibly even other motorcycles. I can't guarantee it, but like probably, usually we do some crazy shit. And we're pulling the winner at the camp out. So one year, I'm not saying that this will happen, but there have been years at the camp out, like where we gave away a motorcycle just to people who were there.
Yeah, like we did it. So like when you turned in your waiver and stuff, you got a raffle ticket, and then we would just pull from like a bucket.
Fill out your waiver.
So fill out your fucking waiver.
We'll do that. Actually, I think we can probably guarantee we'll do that. We'll find something to do that with.
Yeah, we'll find something.
So at the camp out, we'll give away a motorcycle, and it'll just be from the people who are there. So like 100%, someone there will win. Which people have won who are at the camp out before, but it's obviously pretty rare.
I think the only time somebody won actually who was there was
Sick Bastard.
Sick Bastard won.
Mm-hmm.
There was another guy who
Mortician won, but he had left.
He wasn't there though. He left. He was there that weekend, but he wasn't physically there when we pulled his name. But then there was another dude who won, but I think my memory is just
You might be thinking of the guy who won that Goldwing we gave away.
I'm just remembering a bike that we gave away at the camp out.
Yeah.
Not even specifically a bike that we were giving away at the camp out, like calling the winner at the camp out, but a bike that we gave away for people who only showed up to camp out. I mean,
we do. So we gave away a really nice GL 1500 with a ton of really cool parts on it. like really vintage part, like cool drag specialty stuff on it, and Wing Commander shit on it.
Yeah.
At one of the camp, we'll do that again. We'll definitely do that again.
Wasn't there a guy who like won the Triumph? The Rocket 3 was at the camp out. Wasn't he there?
No, I don't think so.
No, I'm pretty sure he was, because the guy who gave the Rocket 3 was at the camp out, and then the guy who won it was at the camp out. I remember that because they went and talked to each other for a long time.
No.
You were drunk as fuck, dude.
Okay, I don't know. I don't remember.
It was Saturday, and it was late in the day, so like at that point it was a wash.
Yeah.
Like you all know what it's like around 7 p.m. on a Saturday when you've just been goofing all day. Like
everyone's saying the Rocket 3 guy was there.
Yeah. See. I have memories. I have memories.
Well, if I don't remember it, it's like it didn't happen. So it's like everyone could be gaslighting me for all I know. It's a possibility. It's like a Mandela effect. Yeah, and I'm the only real person who knows what actually happened.
Oh my god! Do you think you're like the Matrix, and like instead of taking the red pill, you took both, and now you're in fucking Portland, Oregon?
All right. Goodbye. Farewell. Auf Wiedersehen. Au revoir. It's time to go, dude. That was fun.
That was fun. Oh, wait. Yeah, I think I have to, like, get up.
You have to get up and turn it off.
I don't want to.
Love you guys. That's cool. We're doing amazing stuff, man. I will tell you, we have made it past the point where the house obviously isn't paid for, but it's secured. So that's a very good feeling.
Yes.
It is secured. Because I try not to make it too dramatic. Because I don't want to. If you make it too dramatic, then people are like, if we're like, we have to do it or we're gonna lose it or something like that. But that was actually the case.
Yeah, but then people feel like they have
to. They have to. I don't
donate,
want to do that.
And like I don't want anyone to donate when they don't have the money to.
Exactly.
So I don't want them to feel like they have to just because we said that we're in a tough position.
It was actually pretty close. It was pretty on the. It was on the edge. We did it though.
Yeah, it's fine. But I'm just saying, that's just something I see all the time. Is like YouTubers will be like, "Oh, I'm in a bad position. Give me money," and then they're taking from their audience who does not really have that much money. And it's so wrong.
Weems Motor Co.
Oh, I love Jared.
We're not in Tampa. We're in Portland right now.
Yeah, we're in Portland, but I love you.
I'll text you in a minute, or I'll call you.
Yeah, we'll just call you when we get off.
Yeah, I don't want to freak people out.
No, I don't want to be like that kind of person who asks. Even if we're asking for charity, I would just never feel comfortable.
Yeah, I don't want to be like make it sound insane. Because you
are at the end of the day, you're taking from someone's pocket.
Yeah,
like
someone's donating that money.
They're sacrificing something, even if they are in a good position, and they're sacrificing just something else. Like you still have to be kind and courteous to every single person in the world, and I love you guys so much.
Yeah, you guys are awesome, man.
Okay, goodbye. I'm gonna get up.
I'll also talk to you while she's turning it off because she's gonna take a minute. Yeah. Mad Yankee, my man.
Okay, here we go. Walk into the other side of the room.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure Lala. I'm sure they'll take toy donations. Any donations are welcome.
Yeah, we give away toys at Christmas times at kids.
Yeah, we're gonna schedule a group ride. We just between what Sugar Tree J has had to do and what we've had to do in the past 2 days since we got here, we have not had time to schedule anything. I think we've driven probably.
Time to eat dinner.
Yeah, we've been eating from gas stations and driving like hundreds of miles a day and flying. So, but we are gonna figure it out. Not tonight. That's a tomorrow problem. But tomorrow we'll figure out the meetup. Yeah, that's not a tonight problem. I'm not gonna do it tonight. I promise.